So the Pogba saga.
Yeah,
what we know so far then. So Real Madrid, Juventus and Barcelona are after him.
Yeah.
He's 150 million approximately in today's market. That's mad, isn't it, to be fair?
That's crazy.
But no, considering though Maguire is like 90 million.
He was in soccer.
That's a joke.
Harry Maguire was at soccer aid as well. Did you see
Yeah,
that?
he was, yeah. His hamstrings are massive.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
He's got no quads, but like his hamstrings are
looks
massive.
like a goat, I think.
Is he the GOAT?
No.
Is he going to go to
head?
United
Nah.
and be the GOAT?
He's like a
He'll
proper
flop.
brickhead, aren't he? Like a proper massive.
Slab.
I would
head.
fear
that's
if he
the
went
one,
to Man United, he'd be a new Phil Jones.
Oh, really?
I think he will.
I don't. Probably. I think he's probably better than Phil Jones. Was quite highly rated though when he was at
My
Blackburn.
nan's better than Phil Jones.
True. Yeah.
I don't know how he's still at Man United.
Ridiculous.
But anyway, let's get back to Pogba then.
Yeah.
Real Madrid, Juventus and Barcelona are interested in him. £150 million in today's market. Bit of a divider within the fan base because like half of the United fans like him, half hate him. 2 years on his contract remaining. And he's come out and said, after this season and everything that happened this season, with my season being my best season as well, I think for me it could be a good time to have a new challenge. How many times did he say season in that?
Yeah.
I think he's right though.
What
I mean,
No,
the
I
stats,
agree.
The stats prove. I've got my stats
Oh,
list right
yes,
here.
mate.
So this season was United's top goal scorer with 13 goals. Lukaku got 12 goals. He had the most assists.
Why'd you laugh there?
He had the most assists from Man United players with 9 goals, the most passes, the most shots. So he's directly been involved with 22 goals out of United's 65 goals. So without his involvement, they would have been on minus goal difference if it wasn't
You've got
for
a
him.
point there.
That is so
You can't argue, statistically, he has been United's best player.
He scores a lot of penalties, didn't he? But yeah, like the fact that Lukaku, who was their £90 million signing, is scoring as many goals as Ashley Barnes in the season is pretty poor. But with Pogba at Juventus, haven't they? Hasn't the sporting director gone to London to talk to Man United sporting director about that?
Hey, I've heard that, yeah. Now, this is the thing, because if he was to go back to Juventus, then I think we'd be having a swap deal.
Who
with
with?
Dybala.
Well, no, I don't even think Dybala. I think João Cancelo, because we're after him with Man City as well. And Douglas Costa.
Is he more a wing back though, João Cancelo?
He's been played at right mid and mostly at right back this season, yeah.
Yeah. So would he fit in a Man United flat four?
Personally, I think he would.
It's quite interesting with Juventus though, because have you heard about? It's obviously a different play, but Salah has come out and said he'll assess his situation next year, and apparently Juventus are sniffing around.
Someone's put 150 million bid
Yeah,
in,
well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I doubt Juve can afford Salah, Ronaldo, and
Well, no,
Pogba,
it would be one or the other. They won't get Salah this year. Why
And,
would he
and
leave
this is
Liverpool?
why.
No.
Well, he said not this season, but next season.
This is why I think
Still
it'll be a
doubt
swap deal for Pogba.
Yeah,
Because I don't think Juve
no,
can afford
well,
him.
didn't they say
cash.
they didn't? I saw somewhere that they would have to sell 4 players to fund the Pogba move.
Yeah.
Or something like
And
that.
the thing is, we could do. I know Costa's more of a left winger.
I really rate Douglas Costa.
I think he's great. Yeah, 28 years old in the prime of his career.
Rapid, isn't he?
He's worth 35 million,
Got good ball control as well.
which that's quite cheap.
in
He's
this
got very
market,
quick
yeah.
feet, and Douglas Costa, as I always
Yeah,
thought.
very skillful player.
Yeah, very skillful.
I'd take that. I would. João Cancelo, Douglas Costa, and then about 65 million on top of that. I'd be happy with that.
If Man United spent that properly, that would be a good deal.
I just can't see
Who'd you
him
get for
going
six-
back to Juve.
It's
Why?
the fact he said he
after
wants a new challenge.
Yeah, he wants a new challenge. I
Yeah.
just think that Real Madrid side.
The
they're
Real
building
Madrid one seems like the most plausible, doesn't it?
Yeah, the new Galactico.
I think with him coming out
Yeah.
and saying that now, yeah. Else I think it was always looking like Juventus.
Yeah, I think Real Madrid makes sense, especially like Jordan said, they've kind of got the Galacticos in, because they've got Hazard, Jovic, the Leon left back, what was his name?
Mendy.
Yeah, they got Mendy.
Ferdinand Mendy, is it?
Yeah.
Ferdinand
Mendy,
So they're
yeah.
spending quite a lot. He loves Zidane. Didn't he say mid-season that he'd love to work under Zidane?
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah.
was what he was looking for at Man United.
Yeah, and I think that's where United went wrong. They rushed too quickly into Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, where they could have had a.
I agree with that.
Zidane, and then he would have inspired players like Pogba to stay. I mean, I can't see Pogba staying for long. I mean, even if he stays this season.
Well, he's only got 2 years left
Because-
on his contract. Man United should just cash in, because next year he'll be cheaper.
Yeah,
exactly.
He will be cheaper, and then even if they keep him next year, he then could go on a free. And for a guy they've spent 90 million on, they could do without that. Plus, as well, he's usually a pretty bad influence apparently on the dressing room. Happy.
Locker room cancer. isn't he?
Imagine
Dressing room cancer.
if he's unhappy. That's not
Yeah.
going to be good for the dressing room.
It's
So we've
crazy,
spoke
isn't it?
about Real Madrid then. If Pogba's off to Real Madrid, I think that throws a spanner in the works for United.
Yeah.
Massively.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Yeah,
Because
'cause
inevitably Bale's going to come over, isn't he? As
Oh
part
yeah,
of the
that
deal.
would be part of the
Because
deal,
Ed
yeah.
Woodward goes, oh, Bale, quality player.
Yeah.
Doesn't look at his age, and he doesn't look at his injury history.
Well,
Here's a
Stoke
question.
should.
Could you see Real Madrid doing a swap deal besides Bale? So could you see him letting go of any other player for the Pogba deal?
Modric.
I think they are going to try and get rid of him.
Maybe that's a shout.
He was supposed to go
That's
into
not
one.
bad.
I'd love Varane. Imagine if they let go of Varane.
Oh, they wouldn't let go of
They
Varane, though.
wouldn't.
He's so good.
They obviously got Isco as well. That's potential. Whether he'd fit our style of play.
Good player.
Very
like
good
him.
player.
Still quite young as well, only 26, 27.
Marco Asensio, Lucas Vasquez, and Cruz. I think they try and offload Cruz to us.
Cruz is about 28, 29, though, isn't he?
He's 29 years old
So
now.
not a lot of. Could be a
Well,
Schweinsteiger 2.0.
I just feel like if he goes to Real Madrid, we're going to get ripped off in some way.
Yeah.
Whether it's Bale coming on an initial loan and then with an option to buy.
Mm.
Is, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
we're going to get
that-
ripped
I
off.
don't know
Well,
where
yeah.
Bale would play for Man United as well. Where does he fit in? It's another winger.
Someone else to drag back Martial.
He'd be right wing, I think.
Do you think he'd be right?
Yeah, but then where's Rashford? Is he starting or is
Well, yeah,
Martial
exactly.
starting?
Just
Something like
creates a big clusterfuck, doesn't it?
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's another problem we had as well, like too many wingers.
It's a problem.
Well,
United, though.
that's yeah, definitely, especially on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Because you've got Martial, Rashford plays there quite a lot. Sanchez is a left-sided winger,
Ugh,
so that's
So-
that's like three left-sided.
it's not even worth
wingers.
mentioning Sanchez's name,
No.
is it?
No.
No, true.
Salim, get him gone.
See that? Yeah, exactly. Why haven't we sold him? Or
No,
if
no,
no one's in
but-
for
no.
him, then release him from contract. Because in the long run, you're going to be better off
Yeah.
in terms of financially.
I suppose you
don't
could just
get
wait for
why they
a
signed
Chinese
him.
offer, maybe.
But yeah, so Pogba goes. It looks like we're going to bring
Apparently he's ready to go on
Tielemans.
strike, apparently.
Yeah, he's going to force through a move apparently. Because
Just
again, this is
sell
the
him.
mentality
May
of
as well.
United.
Sell him.
They
Such a
see him
bad attitude.
staying there next year.
Yeah, they do. They say I saw that on Sky this morning. It came up on my phone.
Imagine
Yeah, said
this:
he's gonna
you're with a
remain.
girl. Yeah,
Yeah.
you've been with her for a few years.
Right.
Yes.
It's all looking good.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 girl.
And she goes and
She goes to you. I like this other guy. Don't want to be with you anymore. Are you going to get on your knees and beg her, or are you going to say, do you know what? Go away. Your
I wouldn't
friend's
say go
decent.
away.
If you're a
She's out
lo-
the
if you're
door.
if you're a loser,
Yeah, you
That's
can't-
what I'm
you'll
saying,
beg for
and
it.
that is the mentality.
and that's the
that-
Man United mentality.
Yeah, because we're going to beg Pogba to stay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, here, I have 600k a week.
Man United
thing-
should be bigger than that.
The
We
thing
are
is,
bigger than that.
Man United could do what Liverpool did. Get a ton of cash off him and reinvest it.
That's what we need to do.
That's exactly.
But I'm just scared we're going to
Could be a-
reinvest it in Sean Longstaff.
a
And like,
Spurs 2.0 when they sold Bale. Do you remember that?
yeah,
And the
Oh,
yeah. They
But-
bought
Missy
Sissoko,
Chadley.
didn't they?
Soldado, Roberto Soldado.
Etienne
Oh, yeah.
Caputo.
Jake Livermore.
Shake
Big
Livermore.
names.
Yeah.
Didn't he do cocaine? Was that Jake Livermore?
Shake Livermore.
That'll do,
yeah.
Connor.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, sorry.
What do you think of Yuri Tielemans, sir?
Oh, he's a good player.
I think he's done really well at Leicester.
Do you think he'll just stay at Leicester though, or would he go Man United?
Leicester are in for him, but Monaco
Surely.
have come. Well, Monaco have come and offered him to us.
Surely he'd go to Man United over Leicester.
I
Would
think
he?
so. I think
Yeah.
he'd slot into that Pogba role nicely.
He's a very good player.
And then
Very
imagine if you got
good.
Rabiot as well.
I remember when they came. When they came to Burnley, and they had that three-man midfield. Ndidi, Maddison, and Tielemans. That is such a good three-man midfield.
It is.
And him and Ndidi were the ones for me that stood out. Like I like Maddison, but those two.
I think Ndidi's really
Ndidi
underrated.
is so underrated. He's
Yeah.
a really good player. Really.
Again,
good.
he's young. He's what, 23?
Yeah, I think Man United need a player like him.
Yeah.
A kind of like an enforcer, an Encante kind of player, someone that protects, a water carrier.
We're
Protects
apparently
that
in
back
for
four.
Gay as well from Everton. 29 though. So think
Yeah,
about
he's
this. We've
older,
just
isn't
let go of Herrera,
Yeah.
similar player, for free. We've let him go
Yeah,
for.
they
Is
let
he
him
on
go
PSG?
for-
Is he
Yeah.
gone?
Well,
Gone.
bearing in mind he was like worth 30 mil, and then imagine if we went for Idrissa Gueye.
Yeah, that's. I'd go for, if it was Indeed, you could see it, but Idrissa Gueye.
And that's the mentality.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Would you
Bastian
say he's a valid
Schweinsteiger.
Pogba replacement though? Tielemans.
Tielemans, yeah.
Yeah.
For what? That's the best you're going to get, a player like Tielemans.